Wrong ones, man.
Premiere.
Knicks fans, yo, we coming hard.
The pregame show, you already know what it is. When you're conducting that Knicks biz with the bubble that fizz. It's Knicks Real Talk, it's the channel that go hard like a enamel. We handle every intangible from with Emmanuel to Randall. The two-man panel spit the game stats, the game recaps. We spat and name and trade chat till we getting paid the match. BLS like the track, so I stay with the Florida's Amtrak. Damn man, just ride on that track fact. We get who's back. Me and SB, we official notified about them mobilized. Up inside the garden, somebody about to get supposed to ride. We outside, Knicks Real Talk, we in the city that's pretty. Like Knicks fans finna live as we beat the team for your city. About to get me some Torino, about ordering 4 nice life. With smart order, I just hit an order with my smart device. Here's smart device for the city, they name it twice. We get a pop in the Apple Rocket, the whole back deposit on it, Apple watching. Knicks Real Talk, we streaming on YouTube.com. The truth doing good food, we spot on, dropping bombs. For the cop, we got a spot, sit, dropping that hot shit. It's gonna tip for your minute up in your head, and I'm saying, you know, it's us split up the garden, it's about to get their bags. So I'm like a cab, they fly back to the triad, no jet lag.
Knicks Real Talk right here, I'm representing with my peoples right here. Knicks Real Talk right here, I'm representing with my peoples right here.
Yo, salute everybody. What's good? What's going on, man? Salute. We about to get a Papa Man, Divine, Shaw Powers. It's Real Talk pregame show. Knicks in LA, in the City Angels tonight against the Los Angeles Lakers. They're gonna go down there over there tonight and try to get a bounce back win after losing to the Clippers the other night pretty handily. So we're gonna get into all that. But first and foremost, let me bring my partner in crime in the building, Shaw Powers. What's good, my man?
Salute to you, Divine. Salute to the chat. Let's get it.
Yo, let's get a salute to Jerry. Will, what's good, Will? Good to see you, my man. Salute to everybody in the chat and all that good stuff. Yo, after coming off that last game debacle the other day, man, against that supreme team they had over there with the Clippers, they really came out there and did their thing. I mean, them boys took all cylinders over there and won 6 in a row. Kawhi Leonard had 36. They were doing their thing and all that. Tough outing for us. No defense for that night. This was a tough outing for us, man. We just didn't have enough defense to handle what they had on the offense side of the ball. And it was a tough outing. But you know what? We lived to fight another day. That was coming off a back-to-back as we beat the Phoenix Suns. So we had a 1 day to kind of recuperate. So we got to get in here and try to get it popping against the Lakers, man. They're pretty decimated there a little bit. It's a lot of game time decision guys for them. So we go over that when we get to the itinerary. But just to piggyback off the past game, Shaw Powers, this was a tough outing, man. Them cats, they didn't have enough for them guys, man. You can see the president, Mitchell Robinson, not there being felt and things of that nature. I think for me, got a lot more to do with being tired. 4 games in 5 nights, 6 nights. You know, you played Utah, you had off a day. You played Phoenix, the next day you played LA Clippers. You had off a game, now you play tonight. Then you got Brooklyn. So they're just playing a lot of basketball, you know what I mean? Overall.
A lot of flying.
A lot of basketball, man. Not to make no excuse for them, but it does play a part. And something I did know, I think I talked to you about this a couple of days ago. RJ Barrett, Jalen Brunson, and Josh Hart, you can see the FIBA game starting to catch up to them a little bit, you know, with their energy. Not there for their scoring and everything, but their energy. You could tell all that basketball starting to kind of catch up to them. So not having them at 100%, when I mean by energy wise, because because of no Mitchell Robinson and all that's kind of catching up to them. But anyway, we live to fight another day, man. What's your thoughts on that game the past day?
Yeah, I mean, it was a tough loss. We came out, we played some basketball and stuff like that. Well, it was a tough loss, and you see that this team is really getting they're starting to gel over there. The last time we played them, we beat them handily. This time we played them, and they are well into. Paul George didn't have a big game, but Kawhi had a great game. I mean, and we didn't have no scoring to compete with what he did. I think he had 36, 38 points. He was as willing and dealing, like Clyde says. But we live to fight another day, like you said, Divine. This team is not a team that we have really noticed maybe in the beginning of the season they were more stern on defense, but this team now, man, I don't know. This is an offensive-minded team, man. This team likes to score the basketball, shoots a lot of three-point shots, and shoots a lot of shots. Period. And over the last couple of games, you can notice the missing of Mitchell Robinson. He is well missed because of what he does by giving us extra chances, intimidating people driving down the hole. All you see is the last couple of games is everybody driving to the hole. Just drive right to the hole, right on Sims, right on Hardenstein. Just drive it to the hole, drive it to the hole. They've been doing that a whole lot. So, we just got to tread water, like we were saying in the background. Let's tread water and see how far we can get. We got about 30 games before the trade deadline and the mid-season break, all-star game and all that stuff. So we just got to continue to go out there and compete and put our best foot forward.
Yeah. Hey, Jerry, I'm glad you said that, Jerry. I feel the same way. That team is lit. They lit, man. The Clippers going to be one of the toughest teams in the West to deal with. I got a chance. If they stay healthy, they got a chance to go to the finals. They really do. And like I said, man, them cats is clicking on all cylinders right now. Our offense wasn't even the issue. We still scored, 122 points. But we gave up 144. And, if you look at our scores lately, 144, Suns 122, Jazz 117, Raptors 130, Celtics 133, the Bucks 146. You see where I'm going with this? You know what I mean? Our defense, it's just they just got to get back to the basics. And I think hopefully when we get off this West Coast trip, sooner or later, Knicks got to have a couple of days off in a row, I guess. You know what I mean? Someday down the line, and we'll take it from there. But before I go any further, salute to the chat, Jerry, Knicks and Knights was popping. My man Will, everybody, salute to everybody out there, man. I'm glad y'all in here with us tonight before this game tonight. Knicks over here in LA at Los Angeles, they out there trying to go out there and get a win tonight to get to 2-2 on this road trip and get on back home. That'll be nice. They can salvage this thing, at least go 500 and get back. So I hope they can get out there and get it popping tonight. But other than that, shout out for me, man. If you look at that game overall, it was our guys came to play. They just didn't have enough firepower to compete with them guys because they couldn't stop nobody. We'll throw up the stats and everything in a few minutes. But overall, though, they competing. But after a while, Tibbs snatched some boys out with 6 minutes left. Like, y'all ain't got it. Yeah. I'm glad to see him do that, though. Take them boys out. It's over. Y'all not catching them. I ain't gonna make that mistake again. So he took them out, realized that they couldn't catch them, and I'm glad he did that because even though them cats, they needed to go out there and let them other guys get some minutes. Tibbs said, "Well, let me get some minutes." The other guys, they pretty much ain't got it. So we'll see how it goes. So to Billy Go, yeah, Billy Go, we do need this one, my man. I'd love to get this one to go 2-2 on that West Coast trip. That'd be pretty good if we can get that out the way. But other than that, shout out, if we look at everything that went on in the game, it wasn't too bad of an offensive play. Like I said, they came to play on the offense side of the ball, no question about it. And they just fell short on the defense side of the ball. And if you look at how they got down on that note, we'll put that up there right quick. Ladies and gentlemen, if you look at the statistics for that game, the Knicks went 23 from 26 from the free throw line, 88%. That's what we want. We did what we wanted to do on offense. We shot 88% from the charity stripe. We shot 59% from the floor, and we only shot 31 from downtown. That was the killer, but I don't think that was the end-all be-all with the way our defense was playing. Field goal percentage, 46%. That's because of the three-point shot wasn't falling like that. We got out-rebounded. I meant to say, excuse me. And, assists, we had 20 assists. That's why we scored good on the offense side of the ball. But obviously, we only had 10 turnovers. That was good. 22 fouls was a little bit too many for me. But if you look at that, that's where that. But overall, player-wise, the guys just was, they wasn't where they need to be on the defense side of the ball. So hopefully tonight we play a better game on the defense side of the ball. Shout out that we leave that there with them, man. But if you look at the box score, like I said, Jalen Brunson, 22 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. Randall, 22.4 rebound, 3 assists, a little bit under that rebounding. DiVincenzo, 18 points. He was doing the damn thing in 22 minutes. RJ Barrett, 18 points in 28 minutes. I 12 and 10. That was nice. He was doing his thing himself. Quickly only had 9 points. We wanted a little bit more from him. Grimes had 8 points. You would like to get some more from him. Sims had 7 points. McBride 4. Todd Gibson 2. That pretty much was it right there in a nutshell. So I don't think it was the offense or the A&E that derailed us the other night, ladies and gentlemen. I just think our defense wasn't at the forefront of what they should do best. So I think once we get that together, I think we'll be okay. Salute to everybody in the chat. Cash out was good, my man. D Ross and Gideon was good. G Money was good, my man. For we just got to bounce back on the defense side of the ball. Shout out to get a little bit more grittier and get up in these guys a little bit. But I can understand where we're going. Like I said, without Mitchell Robinson to change the game, I'm hoping that they might have to change the thing up a little bit to me and maybe start Ihart just to give us a little bit more competitive because he's going at the block shots and everything. I mean, this cat trying to block everything at the rim, but he's trying to put his foot on that thing. So I think it might be time to let Sims come off the bench to me and start Ihart just to see how it goes. I know they don't want to put him in foul trouble early, but I think I think they need him to come out the gate and give a little bit more energy and then take it from there. So we'll see how it goes. I don't think it's going to happen because he's not going to start a lineup tonight. But I do think they might have to look at that if this thing continues the way it goes.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the last couple of games that we've been playing teams that have all-stars, superstars, those big fish players on them. You know what I mean? And that's what, helps win the game. You know what I mean? And, I don't want to like rate the team, but we're there, but we're like right under that higher echelons in the standings. All these teams that we lost to have had superstars on their team aside from Utah, but everybody else have superstar names, top 30 in the league right now, players that we played against. So I'm not upset at losing some of these games, and we need to just tread water. We have a big lapse in our defense right now, and I'm not going to say is solely on Mitchell Robinson, but Mitchell Robinson does a lot of things that teams been capitalizing on against us recently. Their field goal percentage from other teams are in the high 40s or 50% because they're driving the ball down the hole to the lane. Mitchell Robinson usually discourages a lot of those players to making those moves down the lane and puts them more in a jump shooting or drive to pass when they get into the lane instead of driving directly onto Mitchell Robinson. So I mean, it happens, you know what I mean? And we're gonna eventually get better to beat these teams. It's not like we're 100%. We're still trying to figure out how we're going to run this lineup. We're still talking about how the Knicks should run the lineup and stuff like that. So it's a learning period, and Tibbs is doing different things than he has done last year. Different lineups he didn't put out there. When the last time you seen Tom Thibodeau take the whole starting unit out, 6, 8 minutes left in the game, and sit them on the bench, seeing that they couldn't get back to win the game? I haven't seen that ever last year. So, you know what I mean? Is there certain things that we just got to get, we know the next time that we play these guys, you know what I mean? We'll play a little better. We'll play it a little different. We'll probably come with a different scheme the next time we play them, and so on and so forth. The Knicks is a good team, man, and they look like more of an offensive-minded team, and what they need to do is get back to some of that defense, you know what I mean? Like we had in the beginning of the year, keeping teams under 100 points. We're not doing that. We haven't done that in a while, you know what I mean? Keeping them under 110 points. We're giving up a lot of points against these higher anarchy teams in the NBA. And, we just have to bring it down a little bit, settle ourselves down, and we're still over 500. So, and we're still, 6 in the East or something like that. So there's no big alarm right now. When we go on a 4, 5, 6 game losing streak in a row, that's when we're going to have to worry. These are some big games that we have to worry about right now. Like tonight's a big game, you know what I mean? And this is a team that is higher echelon with superstars on their team, but they're in the West, they're still middle of the pack. They're only 18 and 8. I forgot what their record is. They're not 18 and 11 or something. I mean, maybe not that many. It's not 30.
15 and 11. 15 and 11.
15 and 11. There you go. So they're right where we are. You know what I mean? They're right around where we are. So this is a good test to see beat a team that has these quasi superstars on their team. You know what I mean? And that's what we have to do tonight. That we got to get out there. And tonight is a night that we have to. And I'm so thankful that I've always talked about free throws, because the free throw shooting in the last couple of games has been looking good. So Let's see if we can start rebounding the basketball a little better. We need to definitely get the rebounds now. We've been either even matched on rebounding or outscored in rebounding, and that's unheard of a Tom Thibodeau style of basketball team, and that's what we're missing right now, rebounding. And I had to throw it out there. We're missing the block this monster. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and not that it would have made a difference. Hart getting ejected, Jay Hart getting ejected didn't help. You know what I mean? Because he got enough energy to play to Paul George's for a little bit, or for RJ or for Randall. He could play for guys, and I think when he got ejected, that kind of put a damper because now you made our team it made us a little thinner. You know what I mean? Because now, when you lose him with all his competitive hustle, his rebounding, his playmaking, his energy, that was a big loss for us, especially when you are already depleted with one of our better guys not there on the defense side of the ball. So I'm not saying we would have won the game, but I think it would have been a little bit more competitive because that way somebody else wouldn't have been burnt out. You know what I mean? Somebody else would have been burnt out because he would have been there to do his backup minutes and all that good stuff. So, but I don't have a problem with the loss because we lost to one of the best teams in the Western Conference. You know what I mean? They starting to creep up like crazy. You know what I mean? They started off
7, 8. What is it? 5, 6, 7 in a row. They didn't win
6 in a row, and they on fire, man. So that team gonna be tough to deal with when you get to the playoffs. You know what I mean? If they stay healthy, and all that good stuff. So just thoughts from the past game. Overall, the defense wasn't there. I didn't have a problem scoring 122 points. But we definitely got to find a way to.
We scored 122 points, and we only averaged 31% from 3-point land. Right. I mean, let that sink in too. You know what I mean? Imagine if we'd have went. We've been shooting like 38%, 40%. So imagine if we'd have picked up, 4 or 5 more of those 3-point shots that we shot, for 4, 5, 6, make it a more even game, 12 more points or something like that. You know what I mean? Even though they beat us by like 20. But 12 more points make the team look a little better.
Yeah, you can't shoot 31%. That
31% against a team like that. Now you got to shoot at least bare minimum 35%, 36%.
Facts. But I think these guys got to find a way to bounce back tonight and just go out there and be a little bit more aggressive. I think they will. They always come to play. You know what I mean? That's one thing about them. But you only could play so far as the energy could take you. And like I said, I think RJ, Josh Hart, and Jalen Brunson. Not the skill, the energy from that fever stuff is starting to catch up to them. I could tell by some of the shots they taking. I could tell by the way they moving on defense, and I could see at the Wild when you get to like the second half, tired legs starting to take place. Like them legs starting to catch up to them, man. And well, hopefully, they got to get some days off. Cause think about it, after tonight, then they play Brooklyn Wednesday, so they only got one day off, which is to fly back to the East Coast. Got a day off tomorrow. Then you already go in and play Brooklyn Wednesday. So that's already telling you right there, like these catches ain't having a break in the action when it comes to this thing, man. But they're figured out though. I'm confident the Knicks will figure it out. And right now, we still got to take for what it is. We're 14-11. That's why I would love to get this game tonight. Like Billy Go said early in the chat, we got to get this game to kind of just break that momentum. Come back off the West Coast trip 2-2 like I thought we would. That's why I'm hoping we win that game tonight. We'd be 15-11. And we still 4 games over 500 coming off the West Coast trip. Then we get back to the East Coast, get a little bit of home cooking here and there. So it's really hoping we can go out there tonight and salvage this game, win it, and get on back to the East Coast, man. Because it's been like 4 games and 6 nights. It's been tough. You know what I mean? Really, no matter who you are or what team you are, when you play that much basketball in them less amount of days, it's going to catch up to you. So we just got to go out there and make sure that we can salvage this game tonight. And get on back home and for some home cooking, some more familiarity with your surroundings.
Yeah, lay in your own bed.
Yeah, and all that stuff. They've been on the West Coast for a whole week, and but no excuses though. I'm not making excuses for them, but that's part of the process. I mean, it happens to anybody. So right now, we just the ones feeling the brunt of it. You know what I mean? Because that's the way that the schedule makes us throw it out there. They gave the Knicks a tough schedule this year. We came out the gate with a tough schedule, like 5 back-to-backs. And at the beginning of the season, in 20 games, we played back-to-back like 5 games, 5 times, I meant to say. So out of them 20 games, 10 of them was back-to-backs. Then you go on a 4-game West Coast trip, 4 and 6 nights. Pretty tough, you know what I mean? So let's hope they can get back to the coast, man, and get some good basketball. But other than that, that's my thoughts from the past game. We just didn't really have the defense tenacity and the energy to offset what they had going on the offense side of the ball. I mean, and that's pretty much what it boiled down to a nutshell, 144 to 122. That's all you need to know right there. So other than that, that's okay. You know what I mean, the night before that we beat KD and them, so that's good.
Right.
So you got to take the good with the bad sometime in basketball. Like Josh Hart said, they ain't worried 20 games. We good. He said they good. They ain't worried. He ain't worried about it. And I love to see guys talk like that. Where listen, guys, it's early. It's 20 something games. It ain't like it's 70 or 60 games and you start panicking.
Right. 54 games in, and you slapping like this.
Yeah. So that's a good thing too. So I'm still confident this team gonna do what they gotta do, man. Like I said, we still 6th in the Eastern Conference, and we haven't even playing good basketball. And
right.
So that
still over 500.
Yep. We still over. So that tells me that the team is good enough to just to tread water somehow, some way to Mitchell Robinson get back, and then we really get into a little later on in the show. Are the Knicks gonna do they need to do it and make a move somewhere? Dan Clips got 151 tonight. Sixers lost. There you go. Clippers 151. You know what I mean? So that tell you right there how this thing is going.
Above the middle.
Yep, and it's going to be tough because we got 3 games coming up that's going to be real important. On the 20th, we got the Nets. Then on the 23rd, we got the Bucks, and on Christmas, we got the Bucks. But the good thing about it, we back on the coast. We got the Bucks at the Garden, pretty much twice, if I'm not mistaken. So that's a good thing to me. We got them cats there, and we should be able to hopefully catch the game. We got the Bucks at the Garden twice. Then we got to go back out to OKC. Then we got to go to the Magic. Then we got to go out to Indiana to the Pacers. And then we got, so we
that's how we end the month out. Yeah, we end the month out like that.
Yep. So we just got to tread water, shot pal. And then other than that, I think we'd be okay. But tonight, I want to see a little bit more energy tonight. Hopefully, guys can really get some energy going out there. And I think that Julius Randle, he always played good out in LA. That's his first stopping ground in the NBA where he got drafted to. So let's see if he go out there and get a little flashback of playing in LA and doing the thing. But them guys have been playing bad basketball on the offense side of the ball. We just got to get it right on the defense, shot pals.
That's the bottom line. That's the nail on the hitting the nail right there, Divine, is our defense. It's not the fact that we can't score the basketball. We can score the basketball. The Knicks have been, even in the losses that we have lost, we scored 120-something, 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 130-something. We can put the ball in the basket and stopping teams with their offense. Stopping teams, especially now that Mitchell Robinson is down, stopping teams driving the ball to the hole, because they are doing that last couple of games. That's all I've been seeing is teams running their field goal percentage up in the hole on the New York Knicks, just running right to the hole, not shooting too many. They're shooting threes as well, but dominating and out rebounding us, or just about rebounding the same amount as us. We don't pay attention enough. Some games, not saying Mitch would have rebound 15 rebounds each one of these games that we lost, but if Mitch would have got it out there and got 7-9 rebounds or something like that, it could change the perspective of some of these games that we had going down, that we had lost in the next couple of days. So I think I'm going to just put it on treading water right now. If they decide that they want to switch, because I'm starting to get a little, I don't want to say frustrated with Sims, but Sims still got that deer in the headlights type thing. He don't know how to slide off the screen. When the man's going around to come to the screen, he goes with that man, and the man that's on the other side of Sims goes same way with Sims. Sims doesn't kick back out to that outside man that comes off of the screen. He's still raw though, and he hasn't been playing no basketball with the starting unit. You coming right off the bench to be coming into the starting unit, that's a big role to fill, and he's still getting some rebounds out there. It's not that he's not getting rebounds, and he I think he blocked a shot or two or something like that. So he's not, he's no Mitchell Robinson, but he is doing what we need him to do to try to help us. We're just getting out rebounding, and the senses on teams are boxing Sims out, putting his back. Mitch does one of the things that I appreciate. He angles his body and those big wide shoulders behind the player before he takes the step in front of him and throws the shoulder into him. Now he pins the guy on his shoulder and he turns into the thing and puts put the defender on the back. So this is how Mitchell Robinson grabs a lot of his rebounds. You know what I mean? And we miss that. Sims doesn't do that. You know what I mean? He doesn't keep he doesn't clean up the paint. So if he doesn't get the rebound, Julius Randle's getting the rebound, or RJ's getting the rebound, or somebody else is getting the rebound. That's one thing that we miss from Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson may not get all the rebounds, but you know who gets those rebounds? RJ gets the rebounds. You start seeing Randle getting the rebounds because Mitch blocks out almost 2 men on the defense. And if he doesn't get the rebound, somebody's getting the rebound for him. So that's what we're missing from Mitch right now. So we have to figure out something. You know what I mean? If they want to start Hardenstein, however they want to do it, they need to get more aggressive on those rebounds, and we need somebody to pin down some defensive guys so other guys can get the rebound if they can't get to them.
Yeah. And people, at the same time, you also got to give Jericho Sims. I mean, we can't beat him up some more. He was the 58th pick.
Right. Yeah, right. And he's coming off the bench right into the starting lineup.
Yeah, you're getting what you get from him, man. He's the 58th pick. You can't ask for too much from the guy. You know what I mean? He only good as what he could be, but he'd get better. But I mean, he did some good things the other day. You know what I mean? But I just think that he's still raw when it comes to certain aspects of the game. Because somebody that athletic, his mental should be more. He should be averaging like 3 or 4 blocks of the game, like just because of how high the cat can jump per se. You know what I mean? But it's a mental thing for him. He might catch up. He might finally get it going. I'm not gonna beat up on him because he's a young guy, 3 years. But man, you know what? I think you got to be put with a little bit more. I want to say grit. I'm just gonna use the word grit. He got to be a little bit more gritty. You know what I mean? He's like one of them. What's the word I'm looking for? Just laid back, too laid back. Too laid back. But he's quiet, but he go out there and do his job. But not blaming it on him. But that center spot is tough. I would like to see them there and put iHeart there and bring him off the bench to a spell iHeart. I think it makes a difference coming out the gate with somebody who kind of knows the NBA better than he do and got a little bit more, bring a little bit more to the game. Like iHeart been trying to block shots left and right. You know what I mean? You coming down the lane throwing it on the Knicks. He trying to get it up out of there. So I give him credit for that. But we'll see how it goes, man. And we just got to go out there and keep treading the water. Just get this game. We can get this game tonight. Get the 2-on-2 on this West Coast trip. Get on back to the Garden. Not to the Garden because we got to go to Brooklyn. Still home to me. Go back to Brooklyn and try to get another win. Now we got Giannis them 2 days in a row to 22 games in a row, 23rd to 25th. So we got to really take advantage of this thing and try to get it tonight. But I'm not too much concerned. We still 14-11. I would love to end this West Coast trip on up. You know what I mean? Shot Powers. That's what's really for me is to get this West Coast trip on a positive and then come out back home and say, you know what? We salvaged it. We won 2. We lost 2. We'll take that because the game against Utah, we shouldn't have lost that game. That was great. Yeah,
that's a game on the West Coast we should have won. Should have won that game.
Yeah, 10
free throws for that game.
Yeah. But like I said, the defense been suspect for the last about a week and a half, but they'll get it back and everything like that. So I'm not too concerned about that. But salute to everybody in the chat, man. Salute to you guys. Hey, Ron, what's good, my man? Appreciate you coming in. You want to get out, holler at me. You know how we good up here. Norican, NYC, B-Ball, Nick 100. What's good, my man? D. Ross, everybody. Jerry Fish, salute to the chat. That's where it's at. But I'm looking like this here. Big game tonight. Maybe no AD, maybe no LeBron, and you want to kind of play against the best. But right now, I just need wins. I need wins. I don't care who they are now. I don't care if their whole team ain't there. We can play they cheerleaders tonight. I couldn't care. You know what I mean? As long as we win the game tonight, we need to win this game and try to get to 15-11. Miami look like they about to get Bam Adebayo back. They about to get Tyler Hero back. They done moved up a game in front of us up at Jimmy Butler game winner the other night. So they look like they trying to hit their stride and everything like that. Like we said, the other team's gonna start falling down. Indiana Pacers, they got stomped. They're gonna fall down. I think the Magic, they're gonna start falling. So we just gotta maintain, man. If we maintain, we'd be okay. But tonight it's going down to LA. Going down to LA. The Crypto.com arena. LeBron James in them house and everything like that. So it's gonna be no matter what happens, gonna be an entertaining game. They got Cam Reddish in the building. I mean, they got some good players down there. Rob Pelinka did a good job assembling that team this summer. I mean, like I said, Jay Vincent, they still got Vanderbilt, them guys. They still got who else on their point guard spot that's not playing? I mean, I said Vincent, he's out. They got D'Angelo Russell. They got all these guys, man. So they got a good team. So I mean, we just gotta go. We can go out there and neutralize these guys tonight to get it popping. Jerry from Miami down 4 with 3 minutes left in it tonight. Yeah, that. Oh, I hope they'll lose that game, Jerry. Thank you for that. For real. No Mr. Glass and no Bronny. What? Oh, okay. That's what's up. Hey, I'll take that, Norican. If no cats ain't there, that's all good too. Emmanuel was good, my man. Salute. Emmanuel was good. Appreciate you coming in. Real talk. And salute to everybody, man. Make sure I hit that button. It's Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Divine, Shy Powers, Knicks in the City of Angels tonight one more time. Hopefully they can go out there and salvage this thing, get a victory tonight, and get on back on to the So I think if they could do that, then we'd be okay. But I'm looking forward to another gritty game. I don't think we're gonna lose like we lost the other day. I think coming off that back-to-back was tough, Shy Powers. You went out there and gave KD and Booker all y'all can give them, and then right after that, you got to come back and play Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Russell. Man,
the last couple of games we've been playing nothing but superstars, man. Yeah, superstar. Aside from Utah, we've been playing superstars. You know, what I mean, the last couple of losses that we have been against superstars. You know, they have not one superstar; they have superstars. You know what I mean? And this was a team that we beat earlier in the year when they wasn't gelled together, which was good. You know what I mean? And they're firing all cylinders now. You know what I mean? And their record shows like you said, Divine, they won about 6 games in a row. So it's not like they're they're not good and not like that. Projected to be the winners out of the East. I mean, the winners out of the West Coast this year. You know, it's the type of team that we just played the last game. So, hey, listen, if we can come out here and squeak this win away tonight, you know what I mean? And I mean, like everyone was saying, Anthony may not be out there tonight. But everybody says it's game time decision. And when they play the Knicks, everybody wants to play the Knicks, man. Everybody wants to try to beat the Knicks, man. They don't want the Knicks to get nothing. We can't have nothing.
Nothing. Like, I can't do nothing for you, man.
Nothing. I can't.
Play up of his own, real talk. But I tell you what, man, let's go with our itinerary right quick for the night and see what's popping. And we get back at it, man. And we'll talk about it on the other side. Let's get it. Yeah, let's get it. Ladies and gentlemen, as you see right there, Knicks in the City of Angels tonight, man. Knicks in the Lakers. 10:30 start. I'm so glad this West Coast thing over. I don't know what to say.
Oh, you too. Woo.
Yeah,
it's gonna be rough tomorrow.
Right. Team stats. Knicks 14-11. They 15-11. We 6 in the East. They 8 in the West. We 7-8 away from home. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Moving too fast there. I apologize. We 7-8 away. They 10-2 at home. We 8 offensive rating. They 20th offensive rating. Our defense went from 4th to 15th. We mid right now. We're in the middle of the pack. They defense has stepped up. They about 8th. Our net rate is still 10th in the association, and they 18th. So that's not bad.
You see that offense, number 8th in the league. We can score the basketball.
Right, we can put them up.
We can 8th in the league in offense. We can score the basketball, man.
Yeah, real talk. And he's Jalen Brunson. He got to go in 25 a game. Almost 6 assists. That's good to see. Almost 4 rebounds. LeBron 25, 7-7. He do what he do consistently for the last 20-something years or whatever, how long that's been. He's been doing what he's been doing.
Thanks, Jerry.
Yep. And Jalen Brunson and LeBron scoring about the same percentage points more for Jalen Brunson. Obviously, the rebounding to Anthony Davis, 12.5. He's doing the damn thing. Brunson almost 6 assists a game. His numbers going up there, and LeBron 7. Last 10 games, there we go, 2 and 3. We even get a look at them numbers, Shy Powers.
I know.
Clippers, 122 to the Phoenix Suns, 117 to Utah, 130 to the Toronto Raptors, 133 to the Boston Celtics, and before that, 146 to the Milwaukee Bucks. So that tells you where that loss at. 144 in the loss, 117 in the loss, 133 in the loss, and so on and so on. LeBron
had that Utah game.
So yeah, they 2 and 3 in their last 5. They look at their defense. 129 against San Antonio, 119 against San Antonio, 127 against the Dallas Mavericks. They scored 109 against the Pacers, and they only gave up 89 to the Zion and them. That's pretty good for them guys on that note. But for the matchups and everything, we know Julius Randle and D'Angelo Russell dropped 33 on his. Hartenstein had 11 rebounds. Anthony Davis had 16. Randle 5 assists. D'Angelo Russell 8. He had a good game against the last time he played. They're in the white drip tonight, ladies and gentlemen. They're in the black drip tonight. Projected starters, same suspects. Jalen Brunson, DiVincenzo, R.J. Barrett, Julius Randle, and Jericho Sims. For the Los Angeles Lakers, D'Angelo Russell, Cam Reddish, LeBron James, Taurean Prince, and Anthony Davis. That might change according to the injury report. Mitchell Robinson out with an ankle. Anthony Davis game time decision. Jalen Hood out. LeBron game time decision. D'Angelo Russell game time decision. Vanderbilt game time decision. Gabe Vincent out and Christian Wood game time decision. They got a pretty stacked team in LA. I think when it's all said and done, if they click the right way, they're going to be pretty tough to beat out there, man. I mean, once it all come together. So, let's hope that we can find a way to neutralize these guys tonight, man. It's going to be a tough out. No ain't no mistake about it. They got they got a good team there, man. So let's see if they can do something about it tonight. Shaw Powell to go out there and play some defense. Play some defense. That's what it boiled down to, I guess.
Yeah, no question, man. We got to get out, control the pace, grab some rebounds, hit your free throws, and try to shoot over 36% tonight. And I mean, this is a team that we have to try to go out there and execute against tonight. And I mean, and if they do have fallen soldiers on their team, we have to take advantage of all of that. If there's no AD tonight, then we need to try to dominate. We need to grab all the rebounds that we can get. If there's no maybe no LeBron tonight, then we need to go out there and drive the ball down the hole. You know what I mean? Drive it right down the thing, bring up our field goal percentage. You know what I mean? And hit our 3-point shot. You know what I mean? And like I said, almost every time the Knicks get to the line about 25 times a night, man, we have to dominate at that free throw line. They've been doing it the last couple of games, and I'm happy to see it.
Mm-hmm. And what y'all think, man? On another note, other than tonight, do y'all see the Knicks doing anything between now and the trading deadline? I know it's early. Or you think this team is with the way the team is presently constructed? Do anybody see the Knicks doing anything, change what we got in this roster, or do you think we're going to stand pat and try to roll with what we have now, and or do you see these guys doing something that might change up before now and February trading deadline? Because it's going to be interesting to see how this team is going to operate with a lot of twos and ones they have on this team, with a man who expiring contract, not expiring contract. I'm going to say, well, his contract not being re-up early, for his expiring contract. Do you keep the Jericho Sims of the world? Have he ran his course in New York, and things of that nature? So do you move a guard to give McBride some burn shot power? I mean, it seems like every time that guy come in here, he look at his offense got a little better. He's knocking down the threes and everything. His defense is stellar. Do you see the Knicks moving somebody because of IQ's contract situation and give Deuce McBride burn at the trading deadline, or do you think we gonna roll with this team all the way into the playoffs?
There's a lot of options out there, you know what I mean? In the Twitter, in the X space, Twitter space, whatever you want to call it, Instagram, all that stuff. You see a lot of chatter. You know what I mean? You see Bondi's talking stuff. You see all these guys talking stuff. Woj talking about the Knicks may pick up 2 players and stuff like that. In order to do anything to get a different style of basketball in here, I think we may have to look at maybe RJ or Randall, you know what I mean, with a younger guy if we're looking to get bigger. And are we going to do that mid-season? I'm not sure. I mean, can we acquire some, make a couple of quick little trades to upgrade upgrade the defense? It's possible. But all the players that I've been thinking about, and I'm pretty sure the Knicks are thinking about, they can't get them right now. OG, you can't get them right now. And I mean, you can't get OG, Amanami. Only guy out there that could possibly be on the market, and how we're going to fit him in is Bogdan, your boy. You know what I mean? And can we get him? We probably can get him, but what is going to cost us to get him, and how we're going to fit him into the lineup? I mean, once we get him here, I'm pretty sure Tibbs will figure out a way to figure out how to get him on the court. But, those are the things that we have to, look at. Do I think that we do something? If we do something, it might be monotone. Yeah, maybe not. I don't think we do nothing big, but I mean, I wish it was a way that we can go out there and look for a Stewart. I wish there was a way that we could go out there and look for a OG. I wish we could go out there and look for a guy in that style, a wing type player that can play the small forward position to help us, But when we look at those guys, I mean, OG would be a perfect fit because he doesn't thrive for the ball. He likes to play. You could put OG there and stick him on anybody on the court, from a from a point guard all the way down to maybe a small forward, maybe even a center. You know what I mean? He's that good of a defender. You know what I mean? And he pretty rare. He very rarely makes a move to the cup, but he can shoot the 3-point shot. He's lights out from 3 points. So that would be a move. But can they make that move at the trade deadline? I'm not sure. I mean, so for me, I think that if we make a move, it'll be maybe to get us a little stronger somewhere. But you got to try to figure if you're thinking like a New York Knicks, you know how Tom Thibodeau likes running that 9-man rotation. If we get another player in here, will he allow himself to run a 10-man rotation? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to run a 10-man rotation right now and get Taj Gibson up to speed where he can get a couple of minutes from Sims, because I'm not hating on Sims, like I said, but he's still young and he's still got that deer in the headlights type of thing, like I said, and we need somebody that can box out to help these guys rebound the basketball, and right now Sims not doing that. So I don't think we make a move. I think we roll with this team to the off season, and then you may see some trades. You may see a big trade then, with a Randall or a RJ and Quentin Grimes and a IQ and Evan Fournier and some people like that, maybe in the offseason. I just want these guys to build their stock up, so when it's time for them to move, you got Deuce McBride is coming up on an aspiring contract soon. I think he got like $1.4 million. Sims is like $1 million. DiVincenzo, you can still, he could be in a trade or something like that. So you got some pieces that you can move, but is it a move that's going to make you better at midseason? I'm not sure.
Yeah, real quick, I'm going to get into Jerry's comments real quick. But here's something that's crazy. Danny Ainge said he won 5 first rounders for Laurie Marketing.
Yeah,
mine, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I didn't even mention marketing just because I see that same thing. He won like 4 and a match swap and your mother's maiden name. He wants your kidney. He wants your daughter's blood type. He wants everything, man. Danny Ainge be bugging out. And I mean, Lauren, I'm with Maury because he could play. He could possibly play the small forward. He could play the power forward. He could play maybe even he's like 7 feet. But where is he going to really fit in on? Where and his defense is not stellar. It's not like his defense is stellar. He can score the basketball, but we got scores already. Our big problem is defensive right now. And I mean, we need and I hate to we need a defensive wing.
I tell you why I don't have a problem with marketing.
Don't get it twisted. They get him in here, they'll figure out a way to get him on the court. He ain't a bad defender, but he's not the best like what we were looking for.
You know what? He go hard too. He go hard. That cat go hard, bro. He got that it in him. I mean, the cat can shoot it from outside. He come out dunk on you. I think Mitchell Robinson. To me, Mitchell Robinson, Julius Randle, Laurie Marketing, R.J. Barrett, and Jalen Brunson, let's roll with it, man. I would do it, but I won't give him no 5 picks. I'm just saying. But if you could get him with the contract that he has, it's not a bad idea, But I think DeRozan might be the end all be all to the Knicks, because I can see them getting DeRozan and moving IQ. Here's why I say that: you're gonna have to give IQ $100 million. DeRozan's not aspiring, so it might make sense even if you give DeRozan a couple of years left after that. But the cat gonna do what he could do too at the same time. So it's really interesting to see that how that would play out. Salute to the chat, Queen Steph. What's good, sister? Appreciate you coming in. Real talk. Appreciate you. Salute. Jerry Fritz got some good chat. I want to throw Jerry Fritz comment up there earlier because this is important, ladies and gentlemen. Peace to the God, alive, wide, D Ross, the whole chat, everybody. He said, gotta win tonight. Move up on Miami loss, Sixers lost, and Pacers all lost tonight. All 3 of the teams lost. So that's why it's good to be able to salvage this road trip and win this game tonight, which is going to be a tough game. Lakers got some really good players out there, man. But we can find a way to win that game tonight and be 15-11, knowing Miami lost and Sixers lost and the Pacers lost, which I knew the Pacers were going to wind up. They don't got a good enough defense to even hang in the top 10 to me, in the top 5 or 6 anyway. Not with that defense they got out there. They don't even have a defense out there, actually.
Right.
Yeah, but I do think that if we win this thing tonight, then we move right back up to the fourth or fifth spot, whatever. So that'd be a good look for the Knicks, man. I'm hoping that go down and everything like that. But I'm ready for this thing to roll tonight, man. Knicks got to go out there and find a way to play some defense. They just got to find a way to dig down and play some defense tonight. And we need it. We can't be giving up the points we've been giving up. We've been scoring good basketball, like we said, but man, 130, 140. I just think it's these games, these back-to-back games, these 4 games, 6 nights, all that started to catch up to them, man. And but we make no excuse for them at all. But it's reality. They playing 4 games and 6 nights. That's a lot of basketball. Your legs can't take but so much. You know what I mean? That's real talk there. I mean, you jog a mile, and then you jog 3 miles. Obviously, the 3 miles won't catch up to you. You know what I mean? So I just think that what's going on with our team right now, without Mitchell Robinson and paying that middle. What's tough about that shot power? The little things that he do, not so much even the rebounding, the steals, the
intimidation, going to the paint, the steals. You know what I mean? The offensive rebounding. We've been getting out rebounded the last couple of games, man, and that's not Knicks basketball. And that's not to point a finger and not singling out Mitchell Robinson, but I see it. I haven't seen every team we played in the last. Since Mitchell Robinson been out, first thing they do is drive the basketball right down the hole, right in the lane, right to the basket. That's all they do, and you can see how much Mitch is missed just before that single reason right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that a lot. Well, he said we don't need 40 from Randall and Brunson tonight if we can't stop anybody. That's facts. You know how to outscore people, and that's just what it is, man. Like I said, so. We just got to go out there and get our minds right, man. You might have to just go out there and, to me, Deuce and Pride might need to get in there. You know what I mean? This cat's a defense hawk. You know what I mean? This cat he's a defense hawk out there. But, I'm expecting these guys to bounce back. They got a day off. One day about Knicks on a day off, they kind of find a way to, be able to woosah, I guess I would say, come back down to earth, kind of, re-energize themselves. Re-energize themselves, get a little bit more win. Because like I said, I had no problem with the Clipper loss because you just got finished playing KD them the other night. You know what I mean? So I can understand that loss. I didn't want it to be 146 points, but like I said, they scored 151 tonight. You know what I mean? So they the only team. It's literally the whole NBA is on that scoring type thing right now. What it is?
Yeah, everybody is shooting mad threes now, man. 43 pointers, 53 pointers. Like, geez, man, the league has changed. Big men's shooting 3-pointers.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And that's our Achilles heel when it comes to defense, is that perimeter D. You know what I mean? That's our Achilles heel so far, so much this year. That 3-point. I don't understand why you even let a guy 1 foot. I'd rather for a guy to drive past me than knock down a 3 in my face. You know what I mean? Make these cats put that ball on the floor and go down the middle and make them, exhaust some energy. But if the guy at the 3-point line and you 2 feet off him, he raising up on you no matter what. That's why I did like about Quentin Grimes. He would get up in that dude grill, and I think that Jalen Brunson, RJ, and Randall, they got to get up in these dudes' grill, man. Make them put that ball on the floor and make them try to force them to pass the ball. That way the shot clock going down. They not playing the old Knicks basketball where they running that shot clock down. And you know what, they say, okay, they only get to shoot the ball 1 time in 24 seconds. Now them cats letting cats come out there and knock it down with 15 seconds left on the clock and shit. I'm like, yo, this is scary right here. Because this is not the way we play basketball in New York, especially from a defense side of the ball. So we got to see if we can rectify that tonight. But tonight, another test. Think about this here, ladies and gentlemen. In the last 3 games, we probably played 15 of the top players in the NBA.
Yeah, Devon. Yeah. No doubt.
Yeah, in the last game, we done played the top 15 players. And think about it. Dan and all of them going to the Hall of Fame.
No doubt. No doubt.
All 4 of the cats on the Clippers, LeBron, AD. I mean, you name it. It's like, man, they are throwing the kitchen sink.
KD, the Bill, Brad, what you call all those guys, man? Those guys are all top 30 in the NBA right now. And I'm being nice by saying top 30. These guys are probably all in the top 15 right now. You know what I mean? So, you know, we've been playing some superstars. We've been playing some superstars with a team. You know what I mean? And they ain't been no cakewalk. You know what I mean? And we lucky we like I said, we should have had two when we should have had that Utah when I'm going to run that the whole year. I'm going to run that one just like we should have had the Boston game when we went to Boston. When we went to see them the first game, because of free throws.
Mm-hmm.
So let's hope that they can control the pace, grab these rebounds, and hit your free throws, man. Try to shoot over 36. That's another thing that we didn't do great in the last game. Last couple of games, we've been shooting like 40, phenomenal from three-point land, 40-something% from three-point land. We shot 31% last game. You know what I mean? And I don't want to say unacceptable, but from your prior games that you've been playing, that's unacceptable. You know what I mean?
Hey, listen, and I just named them guys. Prior to that, we played Damian Lillard and
we've been playing.
We played Jaylen Brown and Jason
Boston.
Tatum.
Oh yeah.
Knicks been playing the creme de la creme out there, man. They've been playing some tough 5 back-to-backs in the first 20 games, 4 games in 6 nights. I mean, come on. I mean, I think David Stern. I don't know Adam Silver. I meant to say. I don't know what you got against the Knicks this year or the schedule maker, but they really put us in a donut. That's
it eases up in January though. It does ease up a little bit. It does ease up a little bit in January, and going into we got about 30 games or so before the All-Star break and the trade deadline or something like that. I think it's February 8th is the trade deadline, and the next week is the All-Star break. So we got a couple of games that we can, that are easier. You know what I mean? Like these end of the month games, the Orlandos and the Pacers. These are the teams that we are, right now we are, you know what I mean? We are close to being an elite team, but we're like 4, 5, or 6. I mean, that's where I'm ranking us right now, like 4, 5, or 6. And any team in that range, we should be able to beat. Like I said, we should have beat Utah. We should have beat Utah. I'm gonna run that all year, man. That game hurt me, man. I stayed up late for that game, man. But these are the games that we deserve, that we need to win. You know what I mean? And because this is the way this team is maturated right now, 4, 5, or 6. We're somewhere in that range. You know what I mean? So the teams that we're higher echelons of mid, you know what I mean? And we're not all the way there yet. We are probably still missing a piece or two that'll probably be figured out in the off season this year, but we rank somewhere around 4, 5, or 6 this year. And those are the teams that we should be beating up on. Anybody under 4, 5, and 6. If we're 4, we should beat everybody under us. You know what I mean? It should be something like that. You know what I mean?
When it's all said and done, I think Knicks still get the 4th seed. I really do. I ain't worried about these cats, man. These cats, like I said, you use peaks and valleys. I mean, look at Look at. We lost 11 games. 6 of them lost tonight. They lost 9 games. You know what I mean? It's like the Miami lost tonight. They lost 12 games. We are no different than only 2 teams.
Right.
The only 2 teams up there. I mean, to me, I think Boston, the Bucks, and the Sixers is a lock for them top 3 spots. I just think that they got all 3 of them teams got superstars. Jalen Brunson, the keys on that. Not Jalen Brunson, Jason Tatum, Lillard and Giannis, and obviously Joel Embiid. I mean, they just got guys right there who say, give me the ball, I'm going to take you home, no matter what happens. I don't care how bad we play tonight. And they can lose on any given night. Nobody going undefeated. But they do got guys who you can get them to say, I'm going to take you home tonight because everybody else ain't got it. Now, and I think Jalen Brunson is starting to get into that stratosphere. But, I still think that we missing that one wing guy, maybe to me with a little bit of height. Maybe 6'8", 6'9", 6'10", I don't know, whatever. But
with a little bit of defense, man. I mean, I'm begging in the head, man. Even though I don't think this trade will ever go down unless it's some type of three-team trade or something like that. But OG, the way he plays the defense, you could put him on 1 to 4. You know what I mean? And he can come in on the second unit. And he can shoot the basketball. He's one of those guys that I'm looking for them to get. He's a free agent next year. And I mean, something to think of in the off season, not now. right now, I just think we run with what we got. And as you said earlier, Divine, we have a whole lot of players in one position that guards in that guard little bundle that we got. We got so many guards, and a lot of these guards are going to be gone. I don't want to say gone. I don't want to say anything about what's going to happen now, but those are going to be the guys that they're going to try to get off of. You know what I mean? And so right now I think we roll with what we got, and hope that Josh Hart don't get ejected. You know what I mean? We really missed him that last game. Made a big difference. You know what I mean? It stretched us out a little bit. You know what I mean? Put extra plays to substitute his minutes and stuff like that. So that hurt us last game. So let's keep him on the court. See if he can get 16, 17 points. We missed him making 15, 16, 17 points and 5, 6, 7 rebounds last game. We missed that from him. You know what I mean? And could have been one of the major reasons why we could have, we gave that game up so easily.
I think for me, to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, I think, and I hate to say this, but I got a gut feeling. I think the Knicks gonna lose Emmanuel quickly. That's just a gut feeling. Now it might be wrong. I just can't see him getting past the next season unless they do a sign and trade in the offseason. Because he's gonna be highly touted out there, man. Especially if he keep up that 6-man mentality, he still average 17, 18 a game, and with the salary cap always kind of moving up a little bit. I got a feeling that it's just my gut. He's gonna be making $25 million. So they're not gonna get rid of Grimes. The Grimes will be making $4 million. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't think they're gonna move Grimes out of there. But quickly got a chance to make $20-something million. So do the Knicks say I'm gonna give you $100 million? Or $110 million, that's RJ money. Or do you try to say Fournier, Emmanuel quickly, and whoever maybe come first to Chicago for the DeMar DeRozan if he decide to leave Chicago? Because now you got a guy only making 28, 29, 30 million on an expiring deal. So you can either give DeMar DeRozan $40 million for 2 years instead of giving quickly $110 for 5 years, and you saving $70 million. That's where and he can do what Quickly do with experience. That's where I'm worried about the Emmanuel Quickly thing. It's because that $100-something million opposed to somebody like DeMar DeRozan, who's an experienced guy who can do what he do every night. And he on an expiring deal.
You think that's at the trade deadline?
I think it might happen. I think it might happen just due to the fact I think it's not going to sign Emmanuel Quickly in the offseason. Because if you give Emmanuel Quickly $20-something million, this is my thought. It's not saying it's actual, it's right or wrong. This is my thought. I'd rather give somebody, let's say Anunoby or somebody else, that much money because he's playing a different position that we need. We got guys like Shinzo. See, that's why I think the Knicks signed even Shinzo. They signed all these.
I think so too. It ain't hard to read the trade. Follow the money.
That's my only. Listen, if the Knicks wanted Emmanuel Quickly for $20-something million, they would have got it done. That's what I'm trying to say. They could have got it done. When they didn't sign him, then you can't take that risk of losing him for nothing unless you do a sign and trade. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. But I think where they trying to go, would you rather give Quickly $25 million, or would you rather put another $10 million with that and go get a dude that's going to help you get over the hump? You understand what I'm saying, Shot Powers? That's the only.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. Would you rather give Quickly $25 million? With a Jalen Brunson who's going to be there, you're going to get Jalen Brunson $50 million pretty soon, or it's $40 million when his contract is up. You're going to have to give him about $40-something million. Long time Thibodeau there, Jalen Brunson ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? Because so you're going to have to pay him, damn near $40-something million when his contract up, because he's underpaid now. So how do you get this money when you got Randall still making this money, RJ still making this money? You know what I mean? So if you give quickly that money, who are you going to put on that team to get us to being a championship contender? That's what
and you got to think of the front office thing. We only, I think, before we hit, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure I think we only got $5 million before we hit that apron. You know what I mean? Before we hit that big luxury tax apron. I think it's in between 2 million and 5 million, somewhere around there before we hit that apron. So that luxury tax means a big thing now that they changed all these bargaining agreements, with the players and all this stuff. So we got to take all of that into consideration too when we think we ain't got to think about it when the Knicks have to think about making these trades and stuff like that, because I don't think that they want to pay a luxury tax on, especially on a team that they don't think that's going to go to the playoffs. But I think, in the off season, you may see, one of our players that is around $18 million to $25 million, maybe put together in a package so we can lessen the load, get somebody to fill that same contract or about that same amount of money so they don't go into that tax. I think that tax is like $5 or $6 million, $2 to $5 million, somewhere around there before we hit that big apron. I think that's what they call it, the apron tax or whatever it is. I think it's like $5 million or stuff like that. So we have to really be, as the front office, not us. If it was up to me, I'd go get Brandon Ingram. I'd try to make it, I'd go get Mikal Bridges and figure it out how to get them. But as a financial thinking, like, the front office or something like that, they have to be fiscally responsible of what they do, because I do not think that unless they get two players that are really going to take us all the way there, if they go get Donovan Mitchell and OG Anunoby, if you talking about you're going to get those two players, get Mitchell and Spider and OG, then maybe they might play a little bit in that luxury tax. I don't know how much of the penalty it is, but if it's not for a team that's striving to be, number one in the league, those players would make you be like, okay, I'll go into the tax. But if you're talking about getting, I don't know, some random player, without making no real money, it don't make no sense to go into the tax for a team that's going to have another year that has to try to get better. For me, anyway.
Here's what I'm at with that. And Gary Fritz, you did on with that. I have a problem. I agree with you with Emmanuel Quickly and Grimes. But Grimes only going to make $4 million. And after that's over, you ain't got to sign Grimes. To me, let's say we give Quickly $25 million. He coming off the bench behind Brunson. 6-man, no problem, $25 million. I'm cool with that. See, I'm not opposed to trading. I'm not opposed to keeping Quickly. I'm just thinking of what I think the Knicks was going to do. I just think the Knicks might do this. I love Quickly. I want him here. But also, you getting a guy who got a position that the Knicks is not desperate to have. They can go get, literally, they can go get another backup who could do what Quickly do, and probably right now only going to have to pay him a certain amount of money. Maybe $10 million or 10 million, 13 million. Even if you put Deuce McBride backing up Jalen Brunson, because he is good at defense, and you go get another guy who can give you the offense Quickly can do, rather. See, that's where I'm kind of with it. It's like, do you keep that? Because Nick's going to go out there and swing for the fences next year, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, that's why you got to build your stock up right now on these guys. Facts.
Yeah, they're going to swing for the fences. Make no mistake about it. The Knicks going to have to try to win a ring while Jalen Brunson is still in his prime or getting to his prime. And I just think that because they didn't sign him, they didn't work out a deal. That's just interesting to me. Let's see how it goes. I could be wrong. I don't want him gone, but putting the GM hat on from the Knicks doesn't make sense to give Quickly that money when you got guys who you can give a little bit less money at that position. I'm saying. And then once he get that money, it's Quickly going to give you 17, 18 every night, not 15 tonight, not 2 the next night. I'm talking about every night. Is he going to give you 20 points a game? $1 a point. I always say, $1 million. I always say, Shop Hours, you make $20 million, you better give me 20 points. You know what I mean? You make $30 million, you better give me 30 points. Is quickly going to be consistent enough every single night. I'm not talking about 3 games. The next thing you know, the next night, you only score 4 or 5, 9 points. See, that's what I'm scared about. And that's always been my pet peeve with these young guys we got, consistency.
Facts.
Are you going to be consistent? Because you got guys who consistent. Like every night they're going to give you 20 points. So I don't know. I think because of the money, that's why I'm with this. But hopefully that's not the case, ladies and gentlemen. Put that out there.
I wish they would have signed him. I wish they would have signed him this year. So this way, all of that what was that RJ thing that they had last year? What was it called? They signed him and they had a poison pill. You know what I mean? I wish they would have signed him this year. So this way, by next year, the poison pill would have been gone off the offseason. So now you got to play it with $25 million. Before the season starts, you have to make all of these deals so you can stay under the apron and had him as a bargaining chip if you was trying to go get somebody else. But they didn't do that. You know, even if they would have signed him 19, they probably didn't want to offer him $25 million. They couldn't move him. You give him $25 million, and now everybody like, nah, they ordered. If we trade for him, the Knicks are gonna be in the cap. We don't want it quickly. Nobody wants quickly now. There's a couple of teams that want quickly though.
Yeah. I get where you go with that a lot, Wide. I mean, that's just like a little theory. I mean, it's not exact, but normally guys who get paid them big numbers, the money they make it like that, they put them numbers up. But he damn sure had 40-something the other night though, close. But
even if he ain't getting 62, he definitely getting 25 and about 15 rebounds.
Right. Yeah, that. But here's the thing. Let me ask you a question. We'll get about it in a minute. If you give quickly the money, right? Let's say you give it to him. Who can you bring in? And what would you have to give up to bring in that guy to get the Knicks to the Eastern Conference Finals or the championship game?
Say it again, Divine.
If you give quickly around 23, 24 million, because that's obviously that's going to be Evan Fournier's money, right? The 18, 19 million he had. And then you're going to obviously have to lose Hartenstein because his contract is up. So you either have to pay Hartenstein and quickly. Hartenstein don't want about $12 million a year. I think he earned that. Then so if you do that, you get quickly his money, re-up Hartenstein. Where does that put the Knicks at though? How far is that gonna? Because now you're rolling in with the same team you had this year, and if you can't bring in another superstar, we might be in the same situation we in this year.
Right. Exactly.
And that's where I'm at with it. If we talk about going to try to get a ring, is this team good enough? I think the team this year, if Mitchell Robinson wasn't hurt, I really think this team could get to the Eastern Conference Finals. I think they got a good squad in it, but I don't know if this team going to be able to get to the finals. So we'll see how it goes. This is going to be interesting all season. That's why I would have had a little quick topic, and I thought it was interesting because December 15th have passed. A lot of guys are eligible to be traded. So it's going to be interesting in another month or two. All this stuff going to start heating up. And I just wanted to put it out there and then let you know when it start heating up, we're going to be up on the forefront because I do think this is going to be interesting. I really do. You got to even move. You can't lose Evan Fournier for nothing. Shit, I don't care if you get 2 second-round picks for Evan Fournier. You got to move him. You can't leave. You cannot let Evan Fournier walk off the Knicks next year. You didn't get nothing for him. They did it to Derrick Rose this year. You know what I mean? They didn't get nothing for Derrick Rose. His contract went out. He wanted to sign with Memphis. I would not take that chance with Evan Fournier and these guys, man. If you think you're going to be able to get someone, shit, you got to think about Hartenstein. He got an expiring deal. What goes on with that? You know what I mean? So, see, it's a lot of variables with this stuff. I don't know which way it goes, but do the Knicks keep Mitchell Robinson? How do they feel about Mitch because of the injury situation? You know, but Mitch got a nice contract though. His declines over the next couple of years. But man, here we go.
Yeah, I think Mitch got about 20. Yeah, I think right now it's about 27 million with this year included. If they decided to trade him at the trade deadline, I think got about 27 million or something like that, somewhere around there, 25, 27.
Yep. See that's what's crazy. Now he played 59 games last year. He about to play 50-something this year. Might not even play 50-something. So not because we don't love him, but from a business standpoint. If got product on the shelf and the shit ain't moving, I think the retailer gonna take the product off the shelf. it ain't moving. You know what I mean? So do we got to pay hard? We got to pay quickly. We know we're gonna have to re-up maybe somebody else. I don't know. We know Evan Fournier's 18 million is good for us. So that's gonna be Quickly's money. Let's say we get Quickly to 18 million plus a couple of more million. I understand the cap's the way. Who wants to go over the cap though? You know, and from a business standpoint, you don't want to go over the cap. I mean, I know you're making money, but you don't want to go over the cap. You know what I mean?
Right. You don't want to pay that tax.
You don't want to pay that tax. And, you know, nobody. Hey, listen, I get tired of paying.
Financial your bottom line.
Yeah, that shit killing me. You know what I mean? I'm getting tired of paying capital gains for these properties, but I don't want to go pay all this capital gains shit. But unfortunately, that's the way shit works, Shot Power. So I think the Knicks might entertain signing trading Quickly in the offseason, or they might move him at the trading deadline. All depends who come available. If somebody come available that's better than Quickly, he out of here. Because that dude can, if the Toronto Raptors say, listen, we'll do a 3-team trade, Quickly go to Toronto, and I know we come this way, you don't think the Knicks will do that? It makes sense to do that. You know what I mean? Now you move RJ back to his natural position. You got a 6'8" guy who can defend the shit out of everybody, and you still got Shinzo and Gerald, what's his name, Deuce McBride on the bench, so forth. So let's see how it goes, man. I want to get that out there. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, Knicks about to go in here in LA and try to give them the business. We got to go in here and fight these cats out tonight, man. Play hard tonight. Real talk. We got to get this game, get back to 500 Shot Powers on the West Coast trip, come back 15-11. Like I said, Knicks will be moving up to if they win tonight, they move up to the 5th spot. Because like I said, the Heat lost. Now the Sixers got 9 losses. We got 11. Pacers got 12 losses. Now they lost tonight. You know what I mean? So, you know, we just got to, this will be a good chance to win a game tonight, man. If we can do that, I think we'd be okay.
Yeah, that's basically it, man. I'm gonna wrap this up real quick. Control the pace. You know, grab some rebounds and hit your free throws. Knock that 3-point down past 36%. I think the Knicks can win this game tonight. And I'm gonna go 115-108 New York Knicks. 115-108 New York Knicks.
I like that.
Let's get it.
I'm gonna be close. I'm gonna go 110. I'm gonna go 110-107. 3-point win tonight. So
okay.
Out. But listen, everybody, man, y'all enjoy the rest of the week, man. We'll see you cats on Wednesday. Knicks gonna be in Brooklyn. We'll be getting a popping with the pregame, you know, about 6:15, because that's gonna be an East Coast game and all that good stuff. But y'all just hit the notification button, check it out, hit that thumbs up, running out the door, man. Appreciate all y'all coming in here. Real talk. We see y'all cats on the other side. Let's go, New York Knicks. Let's get this day. We need it. Let's get it popping. This Real Talk, Divine Shot Power. We out. Peace.
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 Premiere. Knicks fans, yo, we coming hard.
The pregame show, you already know what it is. When you conducting that Knicks biz with the bubble that fizz. It's Knicks Real Talk, it's the channel that go hard like a enamel. We handle every intangible from your manual to ramble. The 2-man panel spitting game stats, the game recaps. We spatting name and trade chat, plus we getting paid the max. BLS laid the track, so I slayed it with the Florida's Amtrak. Damn man, Elgin ride on that trap fact. To guess who's back? Me and SP, we officially notified about the mobilize. Up inside the garden, cause somebody about to get posterized. We outside, Knicks Real Talk, we in the city that's gritty. Like Knicks fan finna litty as Knicks beat the team for your city. About to get me some Sobrinos, about ordering 4 nice slice. With a smart order, I just hit an order with my smart device. Here's smart device in the city, they name it twice. We get a poppin', the apparatus, with the whole metaposit on their Apple watching. Knicks Real Talk, we streaming on YouTube.com. We're truly doing good moves, we spot on, dropping bombs. For the cop, we got a spot to sit, dropping that hot shit. We gonna tip for your minutes up in your head and upset. You know, it's us still up in the garden, Knicks about to get their bags. So I'm a flag a cab, then fly back to a triad, no jet lag.
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing with my peoples right here. Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing with my peoples right here.